morning. This is December 21, Wednesday, 2022, and we are in BBIS class. Yesterday we had assigned presentations to students, and today we are calling them to make the presentations. And we were reading chapter 3. We quickly read propaganda technique. We didn't pay much attention. We quickly read the techniques like name calling or glittering generalities, or things like transfer, testimonial, plain folk, card stacking, and bandwagon. And I realized that my class was not very good because I didn't explain much about that. I request you to read carefully, especially read about card stacking and bandwagon at home. Now, today we are inviting other students in class to make the presentations. So, Nirjara was assigned to present on students shall not download. Yeah, sure, right? So, Nirjara, ready? Come. Feel comfortable? Come and assume you are a teacher and just explain the lesson. Go ahead. What could we have?
Good morning, everyone. Today I will be presenting on students shall not download. Yes, sure. By the time I write this topic on the board and write a few things, I would like you to read the essay description just for a few minutes. So this essay goes by the topic students shall not download. Yeah, sure. It's written by Kate Zernick, if I pronounce that right. So this essay is actually an article that was published in the New York Times in 2003, fall of 2003, and it is about college students' attitude about the ethics of downloading music from the internet. And this article was published after the music industry filed a lawsuit against US citizens for sharing copyrighted music over the internet.
So the issue is, sharing and downloading content from the internet, right? That is, yes.
This this article starts with the stating of moral codes of Pennsylvania State University. That is, thou shall not smoke, it will kill you. Thou shall not lift a torn paper.
Thou. We pronounce
Thou.
T as thou.
Thou shall not lift a torn paper off the internet, it will get you kicked out. And thou shall not use a fake ID, it will get you arrested. These are the basic moral codes. But when it comes to downloading music off the internet, students think that it is like underage drinking. It is illegal, but it is not immoral.
Illegal but not immoral. This is the question. Sometimes we think that something may be illegal, but it's not immoral, and we do.
This is the main idea that the students have about downloading music off the internet. So the main age group who are more likely to download the music are of ages 18 to 29. And the students, what they don't realize is this thing is actually illegal and also immoral, and they do not realize this thing because it is so easy to download things off the internet. And since internet has almost everything that we search for, and it is very easy to use the internet, the students think that everything on the internet is free and that is for us for the taking.
So do not think that everything on the internet is free. Right? You need to pay and get permission to do that. But we rarely think, this morning I downloaded Jagdishan's Ghazal, I'm listening. I didn't pay any single penny for it, right? And this is immoral.
So here the downloading of music has been compared to plagiarism, which I believe is a very common term among us because we use internet a lot for doing our homeworks and other research works. And we all know that plagiarism is illegal, right? So internet has not only shaped bad attitudes about downloading but also cheating as well, and it blurs the line between what is right and what is wrong. Now it has been a part of college orientation courses that students are being taught about plagiarism.
Colleges in the very beginning train you internet behavior and then train you what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. I'll say something very funny that happened with my friend. He went to America to do his PhD, and what he did, within a couple of weeks being there, he was on internet, and he tried to have an access to an adult website. Look. And the other day, the university sent a notice to him, and he was so embarrassed. First he thought nobody would know. It's the privacy of my room. But the system tracks who is doing what. And the system reports. And the university sent him a warning. I said, it's the first time, so we're excusing you. If you do it again, we'll fire you. So we should be careful. Right? Being on the World Wide Web is very unsafe experience. Being on the internet is like standing in the open. Everybody is watching you. Don't think, don't think, don't think, no. If you are on the internet, everybody is watching you. Right? And be very careful about how you behave. Never write anything in the chats which might be used against you in future. Never share any image on internet that might once be used against you. Be very careful. कहिले इन्टरनेटमा चाहिँ च्याटमा यस्तो कुनै पनि कुरा नलेख्ने जुन कसैले आफूको विरुद्ध युज गर्न सक्छ। मान्छेले स्क्रिनशट राख्छ अनि चाहिने बेलामा निकाल्छ। अनि तिमीलाई थाहा हुँदैन कहिले बात थियो यो बल्ल तिमी होसमा आउँछ राइट यस
So, following the lawsuit filed against the US citizens, and since most of the downloaders were students, the Pennsylvania State University started monitoring how much information students are downloading, and it gave out a notice that you are being monitored and that they could lose their internet access if their weekly use exceeded a limit administrators described as equivalent to tens of thousands of email messages sent. So that is a fair amount of access given, I believe.
The college has allocated, okay, you can download this much, right? There are rules, I need to follow that.
But this notice came to most of the students as a shock because they didn't know that it was illegal, right?
Look, students assumed that internet is for free, and when they got the notice, they were shocked. Are net money paisa tirnu parcha? One might think, because we have this assumption that internet is for free, and please understand, internet is not for free. We have to pay.
So, according to a study by the Pew Internet and American Life Project last spring, it showed that 56% of the college students downloaded music compared to 25% of non-students. And from those students, 80% of them said that they didn't care whether the music was copyrighted.
They did not care, right? Most students said they don't care whether it is copyright or not. Who cares? I also don't care. Who cares?
So coming to paragraph 25, we have So yeah, in paragraph 25, Maria Sansone, 22, a senior of the college, says that when I came in, I didn't expect any of this to be plagiarism, followed by the fact that not only downloading music but copying things from the internet for our work was considered very normal and not plagiarism. The Pennsylvania State University, although had sent warnings about exceeding the bandwidth to a couple of hundred students, it was not possible for the university to stop the 42,000 students who were studying there. So punishment was not really a solution to it. even after all these awareness programs that the colleges run, the students were still not going to stop, because they thought that only sharing music, illegally sharing the music was a problem, and downloading was not the problem. So they still continued to download the music, but they stopped sharing the music with others, because sharing the music would put them in higher danger of getting arrested. So at the end, Miss Wilson says that she has continued downloading, because although she knows that that does not make it right, but she believes it's not that a big deal to download the music off the internet. Thank you.
Well done. I'll advise something that you will learn gradually. अहिले म जे भन्छु यसपछि आउनेलाई काम लाग्न सक्छ यो. You need to learn. Every, this is an essay, right? Students shall not download. Yeah, sure. When you come to make a presentation, one way can be one way among many. Everybody has their own way to present. One way can be when you preparing presentation, prepare a structure of the presentation. For example, this essay has a topic, right? Then it has an issue, right? Then it makes a claim or argument. Then develops the argument and concludes. If you have a structure, for example, topic is internet, World Wide Web. Issue Q. Downloading your music. About problem Q. Plagiarism. People download without paying money, without taking permission. It gives an example. Pennsylvania University, right? And he says that at this university there are 1,000 students, so it's not easy to control everybody. And the college, in the very beginning, gives a training. They tell what is legal, they tell you what is illegal, they tell you what is moral, and they tell you what is immoral. In this essay, the writer is presenting a survey of the students. And the writer is showing students' attitude about such rules. This essay is presenting the attitude of the students about such legal and moral rules in the college, right? And for example, look, students do not seem to be grasping the moral message. So what is the finding? Normally, students do not grasp the message. For example, they take downloading like underage drinking, right? So underage drinking is illegal, right? It is illegal. But they say it may be illegal, but it's not immoral. Let's do it, right? And now, what the university did as a solution? The problem was illegal downloading by students. One thing they did was they tried to train, they tried to warn, but nothing was helping. So what was the solution? The university said, okay, now we will pay for you. You download, okay, because we can't control you, but we'll pay for you. But they kept a limitation. You can download only this much data per day, per week, per month, and the college, university will pay for you. This is the system in Nepal also, in many universities. The university pays for you. For example, in Tribhuvan University, they have access to data, and the university is paying for you, and you can download. Right? Okay, fine. Good. Now we'll invite the next presenter, Rajiv Gurung, who will talk about don't touch the. Yes, here you are.
So I'll be using the slides as well.
Okay, you can use. Yes, Pastor Costco. Registration is important.
Good morning everyone. So today I'm gonna present on the topic Don't Touch That Dial. This essay is written by Madeline Drexler, and the topic itself represents something special. It's interesting as well. So don't touch that dial. This message is usually seen on TVs when there are commercial breaks, which means that don't change the channel. Stay tuned and for the furthermore. And this essay was. So this was an article which had originally appeared in the Boston Globe, or large daily newspaper, in 1991. The writer of this article is Madeline Drexler, who is a science and medical journalist. This essay is based on the research, based on the research made by Daniel Anderson, who tries to prove that TV is not an obstacle for learning process of the children. However, it has some social effects on the minds of the kids. So as we so basically this essay is about how Anderson is trying to defend that TV is not an harmful thing, but it's not an harmful thing, and it has become a cliche for saying that TV has become a problem. So first of all, I want to ask, how many of you watch TV on daily basis?
We didn't watch. I didn't watch. I'm not watching
You can
TV.
watch, but you don't watch.
I didn't have TV.
I do have, I do have a television at home, and I haven't watched it for the last 7-8 months. I even didn't watch the World Cup. I simply don't care about the TV. I care about the screen, mobile, and laptop, internet, YouTube.
None of you?
A good question.
Nobody raised that.
Are we watching TV these days?
So, as you can see on page number 176, the essay starts off saying that television acts as a narcotic on children, mesmerizing them, stunning their ability to think, and displacing such wholesome activities as book reading and family discussion. What we see right here, nobody raised their hand saying that they watch TV. So Daniel Anderson also agrees that the statement is wrong, which says that television acts as a narcotic on children.
This is the common belief, and this writer is debunking this belief.
Yes. So TV does not take the place, and what many people think is that TV takes the place of reading, but Anderson believes that TV does not takes the place of reading. Anderson says that Anderson believes that in fact TV helps children to read more and explore more. And further on, and Anderson tries to clear up with the misconception that watching the TV destroys the creativity of the children, making them dull. We might think that TV destroys the creativity of the children reading books, but it is not in fact true, because it helps to children explore more and broaden their mind as well. As I said, Anderson states, TV doesn't take the place of reading for most children. It takes the place of similar sorts of recreation, such as going to the movies, reading comic books, listening to the radio, and playing sports, because they can be heavily influenced by what they watch. For example, as the World Cup was going on, many children were inspired by it and they want to play with it. And there's a saying, and researchers say that SAT scores have been decreased since 1960s, but it is due to the reason that children watch television a lot. But it is wrong, because if a child is intelligent enough, he or she will not watch it continuously, as Anderson also states that if you're smart young, you'll watch less TV when you are older, because obviously when you are intelligent enough, you don't watch it too much and make it as an addiction. Most parents use an educational program as an opportunity to park their kids in front of the set and do something in another room. Anderson also tells shows like Sesame Street and Garfield and Friends are friendly and good for the children. These are the two shows that Anderson is telling. So there are a lot of shows on TVs which are good enough for children as well, especially educational shows, because when we watch TV, we can watch it as a form of video or in a pictorial form, and which is a lot more clear than reading books. And Anderson also encouraged the schools to teach how to decode television so that they can learn more, and further on they know how television works as well. And when parents watch TV with children can ask questions, and this can increase their thinking ability as well and broadening their mind. Even parents can learn many things, and even their children can be busy with something good and they can learn as well. And now the problem. As Anderson has also defended that TV is not a problem, but there are, he has stated some problems or issues as well. So as we move on further now, Anderson intends to shift the discussion into the real issue content. Some content might include violence, prejudice and adulterated, which is harmful to the children, and Anderson agrees that this is the main issue. So when we watch TV, there are many contents on the TV, not only educational, but it can include violence as well as adulterated movies, which is not good for the children, and children can be heavily influenced by those also. And for example, he has also stated that
I'll share one thing which I saw this morning. This morning I was in social media. I saw something I'll share in the class, right? I want to share it. Just sorry for this. बिहान मैले मिडिया हेर्दै थिएँ कलेजमा अगाडि एउटा भिडियो पोस्ट भएको छ अनि त्यसको टाइटल मैले बिर्सेँ। भिडियोमा के छ भने 12 वर्षको छोरी रहेछ कसैको, अनि उसले चाहिँ अर्को केटासँग भिडियो कलमा कुरा गर्दो रहेछ कि, अनि आमाले चाहिँ त्यो 12 वर्षको छोरीले भिडियो कलमा चाहिँ इरोटिक कुरा गरेको देखाएको रहेछ, रोमान्टिक इरोटिक कुरा गरेको। अब अर्को कोही थाहा छैन। अनि आमा चाहिँले बेसकरी कुटिरहेछ कि भिडियोमा, नराम्रैसी कुटिरहेछ अनि भिडियो बनाइरहेछ। अनि त्यो 12 वर्षको नानीको फेस बडी पनि देखिन्छ, एकदमै टेन्डर सानो इनोसेन्ट देखिन्छ, सानो बच्चा छ। त्यो भिडियोले मलाई एकदमै थटफुल बनायो कि, अघि बिहान हेरेको पऱ्यो एकदमै थटफुल मलाई क्वेसन उठायो। जस्तै एउटा कसरी के उठ्यो भने त्यो आमाले त्यो 12 वर्षको बच्चा जुन कुट्यो नि, त्यो रेस्पोन्स ठिकी बेठिक एउटा प्रश्न मलाई उठ्यो। मेरै 12 वर्षको छोरा छ र छोरी छ, उसले चाहिँ 12 वर्षको उमेरमा चाहिँ भिडियो कल गरेर कसैसँग सेक्सी कुरा गरेछ, रोमान्स कुरा गरेछ, इरोटिक कुरा गरेछ भने पनि एज अ प्यारेन्ट मैले के रेस्पोन्ड गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने मलाई प्रश्न उठ्यो कि। अनि त्यहाँ त्यो आमाले त कुटिरहेछ नि त, अनि कुटेर गाली गरेर आवाज पनि नेपालीमा आवाज आउँछ, अझै चाहिँ भिडियो कलमा केटासँग राजेश भन्दै कुट्दै गर्छ कि। अनि एउटा त हामी प्यारेन्टले पनि छोराछोरीलाई सिकाउन जान्दा रहेछ जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई चाहिँ। उसले त्यो कुट्नुभन्दा पनि अगाडि सम्झाउनु पर्थ्यो कि, राइट रङ सिकाउनु पर्थ्यो कि होइन। अनि अर्को प्रश्न के उठ्यो भने मेरो घरको अगाडि जुन पार्क मैले भन्छु नि छ भएर, त्यहाँ प्रायः चाहिँ यो 11-12 पढ्ने +2 का विद्यार्थीहरू आउनुहुन्छ कि, अनि कलेज ड्रेसमै आउनुहुन्छ उहाँहरू। अनि त्यो पब्लिक प्लेस छ, मान्छे दुनियाँ हिँडिरहेको हुन्छ, बच्चा बुढो हिँडिरहेको हुन्छ। अन्त सबैको अगाडि उहाँहरूले यस्तो लज्जाजनक काम गर्नुहुन्छ त्यो बेन्चमा बसेर कि आँखा चिल्नुपर्छ, तर उहाँ केयरै गर्नुहुन्न कि। अनि म सोचमग्न हुन्छु कि आजकल के भइरहेको छ यो पुस्तामा। कम्तीमा हामी प्रेममा भए पनि त कहीँ गएर डेटिङ गर्न गयो भने पनि त हामी डेटिङ गर्ने बेलामा पनि त हाम्रो अगाडि हामीले अरूले हेरिरहेछ, सोच्नुपर्छ। हाम्रो अगाडि माइनर बच्चा हिँडिरहेको होला, सोच्नुपर्छ। हामीले कुनै काम पब्लिक प्लेसमा गर्दाखेरि अरूले के हेर्छ त्यो त हामीले सोच्नुपर्ने हो नि। हाम्रो पो उमेर पुगेको छ र हामी चाहिँ एकअर्कालाई किस गर्न सक्छौँ होला, हक गर्न सक्छौँ होला, आई एग्री। तर हाम्रो अगाडि हामीलाई हेर्ने मान्छे जो माइनर छ उसको त रोपे गर्न सक्छ नि त, हो कि ल भने हो कि होइन। त्यही भएर हामीले चाहिँ पब्लिक प्लेसमा कुनै बिहेभियर गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ हामी कहाँ छौँ सोच्नुपर्छ है राजी। तिमीले भन्दाखेरि मैले सम्झेँ कि मैले पाठशाला जोडिएको त होइन, तर मलाई किन क्यामेरामै बोल्न मन लाग्यो कि, सरी सबै यो पब्लिक प्लेसमा गएर अर्काले छि भन्ने काम कहिले गर्दैन, राइट? लो हाउ टु म्यानेज योर लाइफ अगाडि बढ्छ।
so there is a small
Let's reduce the noise now. Let's listen to that. Yes,
silence. So as we can see in page number 177, there is a small table as well showing that percentage of programs with violence is 61%. So it's more than half, which is very bad for the children as well, bad for everyone, including the children, which can be heavily influenced. And now then, and as we all know that now the main issue is the content, Anderson then offers 3 advices to the parents. The
so he
first,
said the problem is not how much they watch, the problem is what do they watch, right? And Anderson says that worry about the content of the television, don't worry about the timing, right? Yes. Good.
parents should read themselves before blaming the kid. So the parents should first themselves think that is are they doing the right thing. So they should not criticize them easily, because we can see in many contexts the parents criticize their children without even thinking that they have done wrong or right, and they do not even tend to understand their children, and this creates a huge issue between the child and the parent.
मलाई कस्तो माया लाग्यो बिहान त्यो पुकाइ खाएको नानी देखेर नि बच्चा छ नि आमाले यस्तो
A parent should find other alternatives for the child if she or he watches too much TV. If the
Okay, so find an alternative. I will share an example. मैले के गर्छु मेरो बच्चा चाहिँ हुर्किने बेलामा मैले के गर्थे बच्चा गाउँ बस्थ्यो आमासँग अनि मैले चाहिँ यहाँ काठमाडौँबाट चाहिँ घर जाने बेलामा यति किताबहरू किन्दिन्थे कि स्टोरीहरू फेरी टेल किनिदिन्थे अनि साझाको स्टोरी बुकहरू किनिदिन्थे अनि उसलाई चाहिँ ल म अब अर्को 2 महिनापछि आउँछु म आउँदा यति सकाउनु यति पढ्न सकायो भने यो प्राइज दिन्छु भन्थे कि अनि गाउँमा टिभी त पनि थिएन छोरालाई टिभी थिएन त्यति बेला अनि उसलाई पढ्ने सिजनमा लगिन्थेँ यो मैले कहाँ सिकाएँ भन्दा मलाई पनि बच्चा हुँदा इन्डियामा मेरो बुवाले चाहिँ म प्राइमेरी लेभलमा पढ्ने बेलामा 10 क्लासमा पुग्दाखेरि मेरो घरमा चाहिँ मार्केटमा भएको सबै पत्रिका ल्याइदिनुहुन्थ्यो न्युज पेपरदेखि लिएर विकली फोर्टनाइटली मन्थली त्यो बच्चालाई इन्डियामा त धेरै छाप्छ कि पत्रिकाहरू त्यो मेरो एजलाई मिल्ने अलमोस्ट एभ्री म्यागजिन घरमा हुन्थ्यो कि टिभी थिएन मोबाइल थिएन अनि बोर लाग्यो भने पत्रिका पढ्ने म्यागजिन पढ्ने अनि त्यसले के गर्छ रिडिङ ह्याबिट बनाउने कि सानैबाट फेरि पत्रिका त पढ्नु पऱ्यो नि त मोबाइलमै यसो स्क्रोल गर्ने एउटा द्याट्स वाट वान क्यान डु यहाँ के भन्नु भने एज अ प्यारेन्ट थिङ्क अबाउट अल्टरनेटिभ प्ले विथ यर चाइल्ड सम गेम बच्चा सामने खेल्नुहोस् न त्यही बच्चा चाहिँ मतलब गर्नु न आफू चाहिँ बसेर टिभी हेर्नुहुन्छ बच्चाले नि त हेर्छ नि त राइट सो लुक दिस ब्लेमिङ द चाइल्ड No, sorry, parents, not the child. Yes, ठीक छ बना.
So as he has also said in the paragraph, if you think your kid is spending lots of time watching television, think about what alternatives are there from the child's point of view. Does a youngster have too much free time? Are there books, toys, games or playmates around? Or
are there books, toys, games or playthings, playmates?
A lot of time kids watch TV as default activity. There's nothing else to do. So we all know
TV because there's nothing to do. Good.
Yes, as we all know, an empty mind is a devil's workshop. So
an empty mind is a devil's workshop. So keep your child always busy in creative work. Keep your child busy with creative work. Yes.
So, and finally, a parent should be able to find the reason if the child persists in watching too much television. It might be because of personal problems or maybe the shy nature of the children. So a parent should fully understand how. I can see you talking.
Yeah, a good presenter is one who can command the audience. So, every Allah, good
That's all.
presenter. Yes. Any questions now? Now we turn to audience, please. Any questions, please? Hello.
Suppose
Do you have
after some years, after you become a parent, how will you engage your child in
Creative work.
Can
Creative
you
works.
repeat on I didn't get it.
after some years, if after you become a parent, how will you engage your in what creative works will you engage your children so that they do not watch TV much?
I can engage my child in activities like sports, maybe reading books or in other works also,
Good.
especially in sports, I guess.
So he is also taking a lesson home, right, from the essay. I appreciate the way he's asking questions. I want such interactions more in class, right? Somebody presents you with questions. Thank you. So let's invite the next presenter. Oh, time is up, right? So we will continue with the presentation in coming days. मैले सबै असाइन गरिसकेको छु पुरै होल बुक असाइन गरिसकेको छु है च्याप्टर 4 गरेछ असाइन यो जेन्डर रोल असाइन गरिसकेको छ जेन्डर रोल त्यहाँ गरिसकेको छ टुमोरो आई विल असाइन अदर लेसन्स अल्सो अब मैले पढाउँदिनँ कि म त्यहाँ बस्छु सुन्छु तिमीले मिलाएर मैले भन्छु मैले पढाउँदैन सधैँ मैले पढाएर हुँदैन नि थ्याङ्क यू स्टपिङ हियर